This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I want to invite you to listen, to watch, and to participate every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's right, from 9 to 10 a.m. That's the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Dr. Talk. Make sure you tune in every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's Talk Beat Jones. Remember, tell your friends. Talk Beat Jones, we're now on Sundays from 9 to 10 a.m. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And this is the Talk Beat Jones. This is the Talk Beat Jones. Amaka, hi Amaka. Good morning, family. This is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy Jones, and of course, you can watch us from anywhere around the world. Anytime that you go into your TV 33, WHPR.com, over the internet, on your telephones, on the ads, on the apps there. Of course, we're coming out of the Watkins Broadcasting Company in Highland Park, where we have at least two TV channels, or four TV channels, and of course, two radio stations, including the Virgin Islands. And this program goes on TV 33 as well as the Comcast cable channel 91. And of course, we invite you to call us at 313 868 8684-336. We're going to use that number as well as the 313-868-0342. You can call us and you can talk from anywhere around the world, and we'll put you on the air. Okay, let's check in and see if we have checking in real early. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you doing?
This is Mary.
Hi, Mary of Oakland, California. Thank you, Mary. Hold on just a moment, okay? And family, we are, and Amaka, if you're watching, you can call in, check in real quick as well. We're expecting a guest. Hopefully, the guest will get here, and we'll be able to do the interviewing. Let's see who we have here. Hello, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and of course, I am Billy, Dr. Talk Jones. Hi, Amaka. Amaka, hold on, okay?
Okay.
All right. I have Sharon Himes, and hi, Sharon. And I've got Sandra Daniels. How are you guys doing? You're watching a live television broadcast coming out of Highland Park. Of course, we are the right next door to Detroit, and this is probably one of your larger black media business that is going in the media business right now. We have access to around the world publication through the media, as well as on the radio, 88.1 FM, as well as 107.3 FM as well. So we're doing television major style. If you feel that you have conversation that you want to bring to the world, Talk Beat Jones. We're on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 10 on Sundays. And so, again, you can call from anywhere around the world. At this point, I'm receiving conversations from Oakland, California, and Antioch. And so for any of the family members who remember me, Billy, Dr. Talk Jones, but I was Night Talk Jones, and, of course, Jones Asides. And if you remember that guy, I am that guy. Okay, I see you, DJ 8 Mile. Glad to hear from you this morning as well. Well, you know, let me do this real quickly. And, okay, I see you back. Mary? Mary? Mary?
Yes.
Okay, and I know you have something to say.
I can't hear you too good.
You can't hear me too good? I'll change my speaking style, but right now, I think, can you hear me good now?
My TV is down.
Huh?
My TV is down.
No, I said, can you hear me on the telephone?
Yes, I'm on the telephone.
Okay, that's the way you listen to me because you know you can't watch me on TV anyway.
Even though I can't hear you
Huh?
that good.
Okay.
I like to say good morning
Good
to
morning.
Hawaii.
Okay, from to Hawaii.
I know you're going through a whole lot. My prayers are with you.
Okay.
I know Hawaii is beautiful, but please don't just stay there. Get out.
Okay. Now,
You
speaking of
go ahead.
getting out, Mary, I want you to hear this so we can have other conversations as well. Then you can come back to Hawaii. Here in Michigan, we have the hepatitis A outbreak worst in the U.S. 27 have died from virus in Michigan since August 2016. This guy goes out to lunch most days, often with co-workers from the General Motors Tech Center in Warren. That's the upper crest. The father of three said he ate in March at the Buffalo Wild Wings across Mountain Road from his office. It's the same restaurant where food workers was later found to have hepatitis A. He is one of 837 people sickened with the virus in Michigan since August 2016. It has killed 27 people in the state, which remains in the throes of the biggest hepatitis A outbreak in the country. As of May 23rd, the hardest hit area, Macomb County with 220 cases, the city of Detroit with 170 cases, Wayne County with 144, and Oakland County with 114 cases. The virus is highly contagious and can be spread through food or water contaminated by the feces of an infected person, through close contact or sex with a person who has hepatitis A, or by touching a surface contaminated by the virus and then touching your mouth. It causes liver inflammation and liver failure in extreme cases and can be prevented through vaccination and hand washing. And now, we here in Detroit, we have gone through a lot of water shutoffs, but uh, these are people who are coming from outside of Detroit or who apparently are having problems washing their clothes and etc. Because you've seen people do things and they cook and they will wipe their hands on their clothes and all of these things. So I want you to quickly, so that we can hit my other folks, because I want to bring Amaka in on this as well. So give me your thought quickly about the distress of the folks in Hawaii as well as hepatitis A, because I do believe in the past we've had a problem with hepatitis A in Oakland, California as well. So
all I can say about Hawaii is God help you. We have problems everywhere, and that I love all of you in Hawaii.
Amina, how you doing?
I just get away. If you live up underneath this mountain, get away. I mean, I know you want to look and all this kind of stuff, but get away. As for Detroit, oh my God, hepatitis?
Yes.
And the water? What is it with water?
No, this is the process.
What is it, people?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Let's get it straight. This is about the fact that the folks, their hygiene is not what it's supposed to be. They're not washing their hands. They're going to the bathroom. They're wiping themselves. They may get a little something on their hands. They're cooking. They're preparing foods. These outbreaks are at these restaurants. That's the Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, we've had it at Little Caesars. We've had it at other various big-time restaurants where the workers have been found to have hepatitis A, but they are working in the food service industries. So, and I mentioned, like I said, I remember that we also had a hepatitis A situation in the Oakland area back in the day. I remember that they had a hepatitis A in the prison systems back in the day. So this is not, hold on just a moment. Amaka,
Hello?
the poet queen. Tell me,
Good morning,
good morning. How are
Billy
you?
and Mary. Good morning.
so, uh, Sean, you want to come out
And
here too?
Sean, good
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, we gotta get Sean out here too. Okay, he's gonna do the two camera thing and get us out here, and he'll come out and you can see him because she's watching on the computer so she can see you, Sean. All right. Amaka,
Yes.
did you ever remember Oakland having a hepatitis A situation or the Bay Area having a hepatitis A situation?
What year was it?
These are, I've been out here since 2004, so I'm going back memory-wise to probably the 90s, probably about the late 90s. I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, I'll take your word. Um, Miss Sandra
It's,
Daniels, I want to say hello to you as well. Okay, come on over here, Sean, so we can get you into Facebook. There we go. We had to lean in like we were almost twins. You got a twin, you know how that is, don't
Yes, sir.
you? Okay, so come on over here. Don't lean back. Got to lean on that left shoulder, brother, because the folks say they like seeing your face.
I think they like seeing yours more than mine.
Hey, well, I can't. You. Uh-oh. You said that and we dropped everybody off the planet. But anyway, you're a good guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
Thank you. Thank
So before I bring Amaka back on, as you hang in here now, maybe we move this back a little bit. There we go. Uh-oh, it's gonna fall again.
you.
Hold on, Facebook. I didn't bring my other system today, but I do. There you
There
go.
we go.
Yeah. Now, Amaka,
yes.
you can see Sean now, right?
Yes. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
And say hello to Mary as well.
Hello, Mary.
Amaka. So yeah, we don't have to worry about talking about the hepatitis A in Oakland, but we do have a serious situation going out here in Michigan. Um, I bet you don't have any type of poetry about healthcare, do you?
I have mostly on the mind, like spiritual upliftment, keep your head up, stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me one real quickly, and we'll come back to Mary and see what she has to say, and then we'll do a little bon appetit and review. How about that?
Okay. Well, I'll do keep your head up, and trust me, I wrote mine before Tupac did. Okay. Keep your head up to the sky. No need to fret or even cry. There's a reason you exist. The good inside you will persist. Keep your head up. We learn many lessons in life. They don't have to count as strife. We experience the good with the rough, and we smooth out matters that are tough. Keep your head up. Hang on to dignity. Swallow your pride. People will be around, but God is on your side.
Mm.
Remember to be positive and to meditate. You'll conquer love, joy, and inner peace as your mind escalates. Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Keep your head up. Amaka, I love your poetry because it is so uplifting to the world and to the people. You're so positive and so inspirational. Sean, what did you think about that?
Lovely. That was lovely.
Just lovely.
Thank you.
And come on over so she can keep looking at you through the Facebook because now, because people are really enjoying you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Amaka, and again, and we're going to find out a little bit more about who is Amaka. People have been asking, who is Amaka? Hold on this morning.
Well,
I didn't cut you off. I'm
to
gonna
Sobe days with Billy Jones. Some of the most wonderful years of my life. What would you like for me to tell you? There's so much.
well, hold on, okay? Let's do a quick identity check. You're live on the Get Up. No, I'm thinking about Malik. You're live on the Talk Beat Jones with Dr. Talk and, of course,
Sean Watkins, bon appetit.
who am I speaking with, please?
Annie?
Annie, hold on, okay? Okay. Mary,
Yeah.
what do you think about these poems that Marcus throwing out here?
But she does what she does all the time.
Yes.
It's always wonderful.
Yes.
So rise up, folks.
Yes.
Get out that bed.
Get out that bed and get those pots and pans rocking.
Hi, Marcus. What I want to say right quick is we had a problem in Oakland over barbecue. White woman called because she was disturbed, I guess, because blacks were together in the Lake Merritt.
Where Lake Merritt?
Trying to unite.
Wait, Lake Merritt?
So she calls the police.
Wait, Merritt, are you talking about Lake Merritt?
Yeah.
Now, for the folks out here in my hometown now of Detroit, Michigan, this would be akin to folks calling and complaining about black folks barbecuing on Belle Isle.
Really?
Yes. Lake Merritt is huge like that. 3.2, I think it's 3.2 miles, somewhat like that. And this has been a black folks all the time. Beautiful, beautiful park, recreational area where black folks always have been able to go down there and sit and watch, look at the waters like here, barbecue, some of them make love.
Hey.
And, making love can be just sitting having a great conversation.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so, Mary, you say some white woman called because, is that why I looked in the papers and I saw that despite them trying to have a ban on Lake Merritt, that the black folks said, they came out in hundreds of thousands?
No, it wasn't hundreds of thousands. It was just a black group who trying to unite together as black people, just having a nice barbecue, bothering no one. And this white woman decides she gonna call the police. It seems to be a thing with white people. Maybe if they call the police, we can get a couple of black people killed. But the people rallied around them. And restaurants came out and brought them extra food. It was beautiful. You people, white people, need to stop doing that kind of stuff.
But you see,
always calling the police on somebody, hoping the police would kill somebody.
Well,
I'm angry this morning about that.
Before you go
and
on,
I hope the city council gets off their behind and start doing something about that kind of stuff.
Okay, but
That's
Mary,
all I really got to say because I can really let go here today.
Well, we're not
Good morning, Sean. Love you, darling.
Hold on. Let me listen to Sean for a moment. Hold on with your angry self. You are truly an angry woman. Angry on this beautiful day, and you angry.
That's right. It's not that beautiful here in Oakland. It's kind of great.
And this is what I told folks that one day I'm going to have a day with Mary and just say, Mary, let them know what's really on Mary's mind, and they'll be like, uh-oh. But I want you to hold on for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Sean?
Yes, sir.
Give me something about Bon Appetit. I know we're in review time, so they need to know what time is your place open?
Yes, sir.
And where do they come? And what's on the menu, or what has your general menu?
General menu, start with that. We have barbecue ribs, we have pork ribs, dry rub ribs, fried chicken.
Wait, that's sauce.
Oh, yes.
Who does the sauce?
I do. Bon Appetit do the sauce.
Bon Appetit sauce. So
Yes,
your sauce is not everyday sauce.
Not even the ribs. Like I added so much flavor to the ribs, where it's crispy but tender at the same time.
Crispy outside and so tender inside.
That's right.
That's why I was telling you, say, what you done here, bro? I'm biting, got the nice crisp flavor, like we like off the grill, and then you go inside and it's like, you've seen them M&Ms where it's harder on the outside and you get that inside and it just gets so juicy.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's where your ribs are.
Thank you.
That's true.
I learned. I listen to all my clients. I listen to everyone that comes through from the beginning, especially Mr. Jones. I did something different this week, and I'm continue doing.
Okay.
Is I have my own side containers now with the sides. So the meat is in one big container, and the sides are in a side container.
That's huge.
So you get about 12 to 18 ounces of food. So it's a big portion of a side container that I have now. So
But I think that's huge because there are some folks that we talked
that's
before
correct.
that
Yes,
really
sir.
don't like to
Their
have
food
everything touching.
Yes, sir.
So now you've got that going.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Just growing up.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
The
Delivery
chef
service.
The chef
Yes, sir.
is in the kitchen being creative.
Have to. Have
Mhm.
to.
How can they call you?
313-444-5048. And we also have a new website also where you are able to place your orders on our website.
Okay, website?
Yes, sir. We have
Orders?
a website. Yes.
How do you do that?
Bon Appetit Elegant Catering.com. So you'll be able to go to our website and place orders and place your event. Say if you want an event booked, you go to the website and book us through the website.
For your catering business.
For the catering business and for our weekend business, you can order and you can get delivery through our website.
Tell me something now. You didn't mention that platter.
Oh, we have
Now,
the platter.
here's the thing. Now,
Yes, sir.
It's how many pieces of meat for us meat eaters?
Mm.
You know, because some of us can take a platter and just work it by ourselves. But
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, some of us are generous. Not you, Billy Jones, but but for folks who are meat eaters themselves,
Mhm.
what do you do? Offer
We have a platter called Most Wanted Platter because everyone loves it. It consists of 2 lobster tails, 2 steaks, shrimp, lamb chops, roasted potatoes, and asparagus, all on one platter. And for the price that it's for, it's basically given away.
I heard Minister Malik heard about the platter,
Mm-hmm.
and he already wanted to order a couple platters.
Yes.
Now I know probably one was for him by himself. I am not one to gossip, but when he started going, he going,
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
at any rate, so how is the business growing? Look like you may have to step outside of your comfort zone and look to do something a little different pretty
Yeah,
soon.
most definitely. We're getting so large that we might look for another facility to handle our crowd. It was I'm gonna say this. It was a lady.
Come on in.
It was a lady and a gentleman. A lady booked an event because she saw me on your show.
Yes, sir.
She stayed far out, like way far.
Okay.
Her husband. She said her husband, her and her husband love watching the show.
Yes. Thank y'all.
I don't know if she wanted me to say her name or not. And then it was a gentleman that came yesterday. He came the weekend,
Hold on, y'all.
and he said he saw me on your show,
Okay.
and he said, I love Mr. Jones. I love how y'all conversate. I love y'all conversation. I
Yes.
love everything that y'all do. So he's like, I came just because I saw you on Mr. Jones' show.
Fantastic.
Good. Yes.
All right.
So
Well,
it's excellent.
That's the way it's supposed to be because you're helping me. I'm helping you. Your father's helping everyone. Mr. Tyler's helping everyone. Ms. Will. So we can go on and on about the team.
Mhm.
But now coming back to them helping you, also, family, don't forget, we also have that wonderful Jesus juice that Mr. J.D. Hill used to talk about, the liquid biocell Jasuru.
Mhm.
I have it. You can call me at 313-412-3111. Also, we have the beauty and health products. And Annie,
Yes.
quickly tell us about that liquid biocell, what it's done for you real quickly. You're 87, 88?
88.
88, okay.
I'm 88, Billy, and this liquid biocell really has did a lot for me. And I've been on it 5 years, and I will not miss a day.
And you've lost 185, 95 pounds?
91.
191, okay. Now, since you lost all that weight, you've been using what type of beauty products?
Easy Fifth hair product.
All right. So you found that they have about 30 or 40 something different products or more, and you found that you like to use a variety of the different products. Is that right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And so, are you telling your friends about it?
Yes.
What is the
Every
response?
day.
What is the response from your friends and your doctors and your health practitioners, etc.?
Yes, I even take products to my doctor's workers, his secretary, all of them.
All right. Well, hold on. Oh, wait. I'll call you back later today. Okay.
All right.
Thank you now.
Bye.
Oh, did you want to say hello to your friends on this wonderful?
Yes, and especially Mary. I hadn't talked to her in a long time.
All right. You say you ain't
And
talking to
hello,
Mary?
Mary.
Hold on,
Love you.
hold on just a minute. Mary,
Hello.
that's Annie Holland. Hello to you.
And I'm saying the same thing back. Love
Okay.
you, Annie. You know
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if you had a chance to respond to Amaka. She said hello to you, and always when she calls in, she always sometimes she'll write that she didn't say hello to you, that she wanted to let you know that she was saying hello to you anyway.
that. Hello again, Amar. And
Okay.
you have a good day.
All right.
Can I say one thing? And
Yes.
I want you to finish this out, Billy.
Okay.
It's the NFL. It seems like we have a slave master. Mr. Trump has said he loves to deport people who don't stand up for the flag.
Mhm.
Who do you think you are? Black people will not stand for this deportation. You are nobody's slave master. And you are not God. You're just president. Understand that. And I'm asking blacks to get up off your behind and stop going to these NFL games.
Oh,
And
come on.
any commercials they have, do not buy it.
Well, now that's
Since
Mary. Now
when
that's Mary
can
talking.
Trump
That's Mary talking.
kidnap?
But Mary, here's what
Jesus.
here's what Trump number 45 is going to tell you. I really don't give the heavens to the moon about the NFL because they would not let me buy my franchise when I was leaving that other league years ago.
Yep.
So what I've done, I brought in Vince McMahon, the head of WWE, the other billionaire person. I appointed his wife as one of my appointees. And what have they gone about doing? They're now combining, folks. If you didn't know, Donald Trump is already setting up another football league with his other billionaire folks.
Really?
And if you didn't know, he's out there. The league is already getting ready to ramp up in 2019, and they've already gone through the process of hiring coaches, front office staff, and etc. So football is going to be good for football players because if you can't make the NFL, you can make the XFL or whatever Donald Trump and his gang is getting ready to put together. So he is setting things up for his other football league is what he is getting ready to do.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
That's.
I,
I'm not
I, I think
Come on in.
that one thing, two things, three things.
Well,
NFL players, if you go to the XXL, you're going to face the same thing, even worse.
Could be worse, yeah.
well,
But to tell black football players,
well, you don't know because
we will deport you.
and
It's ridiculous.
and here's
That's slavery.
and here's a breaking
And y'all
news.
know it.
Here's a breaking news. The guy who beat up his girlfriend and had all these problems, Johnny Manziel,
Yeah.
he is already ready or have signed in the new league. So what we're watching now is Donald Trump getting ready to do what he was trying to do back in the day with the other league to force the NFL to allow him and some of his buddies to be a part of the major league in NFL. And if you won't let me join you, I'm going to do everything to become a distraction to you. And that's what he is doing. And the NFL is stumbling, bumbling. So all this other stuff that activist persons like you and folks who didn't know that Mary Buggs is an activist type person, she is. So that's why I say when she comes on the air, these are Mary Buggs' words. Hold on, Mary. Amaka,
Yes, sir.
you've always been ahead of the curve in your thinking because I can remember that you had a different mindset about society and what it would take to uplift black folks way back in the day.
Hmm.
What brought that mindset to you, and how did you discover that other mindset?
I believe it was innate, and I didn't really understand and just let it come up until I started working for Soul Beat and was surrounded by my people and people like Dr. Bay, people like you, Chuck Johnson, all of the great people that came through Soul Beat. That's what sort of, I became more woke even when I thought I was woke.
Yes.
So just listening to all these people really gave me insight into what's going on in this world. We were brought here for one reason. As long as we were working for free slave labor, we welcome to be here. But now that we're just Negroes, we in the way. We in the way to these people now. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They don't care. And I didn't plan to say this, but as long as if you're not a good slave mentality, you're just someone who may be targeted, like for speaking up, and that's just the way it is. But I can no longer be afraid of that because I know whose I am.
Yes.
I can't walk around in fear, and that's the thing. They want to keep us in fear. That's why we continue to see all these police shootings and all this stuff all over the social media. That brings about internalized vicarious trauma.
Mm.
Okay, so it traumatizes people to see all that stuff, and it hurts my heart to see brothers being terrorized by someone calling the police on them. Even worse, being harassed by police. It's ridiculous.
Yes, yes. And see, and that's one of the nuance on the things that's happening now. Sean, hold on, Sean, before you go, hit it one more time quickly. Your telephone number, 3 times maybe. Get on the Facebook.
The 313-444-5048. Bon appetit. Good food, excellent food, and we deliver also. Make sure you check out the website, Bon Appetit, Elegant Catering Service. Everything spelled out.
And you have that Hubhub.
Yep, Grubhub.
Grubhub.
Yes, if you're familiar with the apps, if you you tech savvy, just download the apps and type in Bon Appetit, and you can deliver from there also.
All
Or you
right.
can give us a call and say, hey, we want delivery, and we handle it that way also.
And don't forget about the family. Helping the families.
Yes, we want to feed a family up to 4 every month. Just give us the little layout. Say, hey, it's a little rough for us. We want to feed a family up to 4 free of charge through Bon Appetit. And our 50% off for all seniors every week that we sell dinners.
So half off for every
Senior. Yes,
So
they've been blessing us, and they continue to still bless us. So I want to be a blessing to them by giving them half off for whatever's on the menu.
So if I'm a young person that come down and I'm picking it up for,
Your grandma, your auntie, your granddad,
do
your
I have
uncle.
to show you my ID and everything?
No, just have them call us and say, hey, I'm a senior, and they get it half off.
Yes.
Or if they want to deliver it to them, we get it delivered to them.
Now, if they want to get that order in before,
Yes, before Saturday.
come on over to Facebook.
Before Saturday, please. Before Saturday, we had a lot of walk-ins this past week. So please, if you want to pre-order, please pre-order. It's mandatory that you pre-order because we do our shopping throughout the week. We are a small but big company at the same time.
And when it's
we get bigger.
gone,
Yeah,
it's gone.
yeah, most definitely.
What number can I call you?
313-444-5048.
And one more time of that TV show you still got running.
Primetime TV. We just showing the youth, they're able to, just do something positive. We give everybody opportunity or open window to advertise or promote their music and their business, whatever case may be, and on Primetime TV. So that's industry music and local music played on Primetime TV every day at 12 midnight on this station.
Sounds great.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you back.
Mm.
Boom. All
Appreciate
right. Okay. And with that, we're going to continue with the Talk Beat Jones with Dr. Talk. Amaka, can you hold one more, please? And you know what? You sound so powerful, so beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen from around the world, this young lady is drop dead gorgeous. But what she has taught us, don't just look at her, respect her mental state, because that's where her power comes from, her mind. Hold on, Amaka.
Thank you.
Mary. Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure you
I
still.
just want to say that I'm kind of beautiful myself. I may be 78 years old,
How old?
but I mean, you know, I
Wait,
can walk with it.
wait, you say
Okay?
you say you how old? You say 78.
That's right. I'm 78 years old and proud of it.
You know, I didn't know. I thought you was about in your early 60s. My goodness, you've been fooling us all this time.
Well, you know, you need to be bamboozled sometimes.
And
But
look,
like I want to say, there was one more thing. San Francisco. I was raised there. They were getting a little bit better about their police. But now the police in San Francisco can get away with anything now. It's all going to be justifiable.
but
And that's a shame before God.
but Mary, do you remember when San Francisco used to have black folks living over there?
Oh, yeah. I
And
lived over there in the not the Bayview,
now
the Western Addition.
we talk about
But
gentrification.
they pushed them out of there. The Bayview. All
Yes.
of those beautiful places.
Now, you speaking about places that black folks used to be, and now when you talk about San Francisco, you are hard pressed to find places that black folks actually live in San Francisco.
That's
And I
true.
bring that up because here in Detroit, we're going through what they call the Renaissance, the coming back, etc. However, I bring up these examples of other states or other cities and how they pitch it, but the bottom line is that they are sending signals to their people, come on back, take these homes, build the loft, take these condos. We're going to make it convenient for you. We're going to raise the prices so the black folks are not going to be able to stay. We're going to give you less affordable housing. We're going to continue to make it hard for you to pay your DTE bills, that's electric bills, etc., water bills, and pay your taxes. And we're going to tell you that we've got all of these particular programs that can help you. But what happens when they cut those programs out and you're stuck out to dry, hung out to dry? At any
Well,
rate,
I'm hoping we have a good election. And I hope they vote for Governor Villa Gostock. Forget the Brown machine. I'm sick of it. All they care about is rich people.
yes.
They don't care about the poor, the disabled.
Well,
So they can kiss. I'll talk to you later, Billy.
okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Mark, I've got to get ready to leave you.
Okay, I
But-
love y'all. And I'm getting a ticket to come to Detroit just to get some food.
Well, I tell you what, he'll be here and he'll be cooking. You know, this is the son of the owner of the TV station, right?
Uh-huh.
His father is R.J. Watkins, and of course, he is Sean Watkins. So he is not one to trifle with.
Well, I can tell that Sean is passionate about what he does, and I know that food is off the chain.
Off the chizzy. I gotta let you go. Will I hear
All
back?
right,
Will I hear
y'all
back
have
from
a
you?
beautiful day.
Will I hear back from you next week?
Yes.
Okay. Appreciate you. We love you, Marka.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye bye. And family, with that, don't forget you can call me Billy Talk Beat Jones, Dr. Talk, and you can call me at 313-412-3111. You want to comment on the show? You want to comment on the fact that you got some health issues? You want to discuss that with me? I'm not a doctor, but I'm a person that has had the background of healthcare. If you want to get that skin, the hair, and all that really looking great, call me 313-412-3111. I have the Easy Silk Hair and Skin Line product line. Right now, we got to bring him on because he's over there and he's about to get his holy hands out on me, and I'm saying, no, sir, please, not today. To all the folks who are celebrating this holiday or this holiday time, not just today, but any time from here on, and for those who have served in the service, I want to give you my salute and my love. Thank you, family. I am Billy, Dr. Talk Jones. We love you. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and This is the Talk Beat Jones. This is the Talk.
Good morning, TV audience. This is Dr. Massey with the Voice of Detroit on this wonderful TV station, WHPR, coming out of Highland Park, Detroit. Again, I want to also salute my fellow comrades in arms, our fellow soldiers who are out there and who have served in the several services that we have. And I, too, want to salute you this morning and tell you just keep on keeping on in Jesus' name. Well, we've made the trip out to Las Vegas, which was our fourth trip. And I enjoyed every second of it. I was fighting real hard for my grandson. Well, I learned how to fight when I was in the service, and I want to keep on fighting. I'm fighting for you, and you don't even know I'm fighting for you, but I am fighting for you when we develop this Detroit Citizenry Club, where everybody can become financially sovereign. And we're just looking to the day that people will open up their heart, open up their mind, and stop being slaves and stop buying from anybody else and just start buying from yourself. The only way we can buy from ourselves, we have to become a co-op, whereby the co-op belongs to all of us, and we all receive a residual from the things that we buy. So all of the goods, service, products, and commodities, we want to develop an infrastructure where we buy everything that we buy from ourselves, whether it's a new car, whether it's a used car, whether it be clothing, whether it be a shoes, a hat, whether it be food, whatever it is that we buy, gasoline. So you have to control the commodities, the goods and the service and the products in order to be able to receive a full residual from everything that you buy. Well, we will talk about that. I just want to talk a little bit about my son and how it wound up. Thank you for those of you who kind of reached out in prayer and prayed for my grandson, because he really is a great kid, and he's going to be a great kid, really a greater kid, because he comes from my seed. You know, you have to nourish your seed. I said for you grandpas out there, if you got some grandsons and even some granddaughters, you need to nourish their seed. You need to make a deposit in their life to assure that they come out like they supposed to come out. And I've been working with Jayden ever since he was born. He came into my house. He was born in March, so in June he was in my house. Was about 3 or 4 months old, and we've been working it out ever since. So what happened was he was with a gang of kids, and they had decided they was going to go out and start robbing people. Well, when Jayden got out there, he got cold feet, so he didn't get out of the car. He didn't try to rob anyone, but they said that he touched the gun. And well, maybe he did touch the gun. And then after he admit that he had been with them to plan the whole shot. Well, I was kind of shocked when I heard that part, but that gave me, praise the Lord, what to pray for. You know, as a man of God or as a woman of God, God has given us power. And not only that, but God has given us favor, even with the judge. But you got to learn how to communicate with the judge. One of the things I didn't want to happen, I didn't want the judge to be prejudiced toward my son. Well, he's running with these Mexican guys, and some of them was truly some terrible guys. And I mean, they had a mind of criminality. Jayden got a good mind. I guess he could be a criminal as well as anybody else. But because of the deposit that we've been making in his life, trying to teach him right from wrong, he did not get out of the car. So the first time we wrote to the judge, we wrote about, I went into the jail and I talked with Jayden and asked him what happened. And he told me, he said he didn't get out of the car. Well, I didn't listen to the rest of the part when he told me he didn't get out of the car. I thought it was just a done deal now. But as they played the tape back, he agreed that he had conspired with the rest of the group to go out and rob somebody. But again, I say he did not get out of the car and he didn't go forward and do the robbery himself, but he was accessory to the crime, and also he had conspired or conspiracy with the rest of these fellas to do what it was that they had done. All right, so I wrote in the letter, only thing I had to go off of was Jaden's testimony that he gave to me. And I let him know that Jaden is not a criminal. There's not an ounce of criminality in him. I had never robbed anybody by gunpoint. His daddy had never done that. And certainly Jaden, he didn't do that, but he did talk with these guys and come up with his plan how that they was going to go out and do what it was that they did. So the second letter that I wrote to the judge was all about Jaden. I told him that when Jaden was 3 years old, I led him to the Lord. I was over in Greece at the particular time, and I got ready to go home. The driver was waiting. They take me to the airport. I stayed about 10 days, and Jaden began to cry. He was only 3 years old. I stopped right there. Listen, never think that your child or your grandchild is not old enough to receive the Lord. And because if he or she can understand that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, that he came into this world to die for our sins, and he was buried, he rose again the third day, and he is alive to live forevermore, your grandchild can be saved. But you got to take him through the sinner's prayer. You got to let him know that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Even if we haven't done sin after the similitude of our father Adam, sin was still passed on to every one of us. So we come into this world a sinner. I don't care how handsome the little boy is or how pretty the little girl is. When they come into the world, they come into the world a sinner. And they need to hear the gospel message because that's the only thing that can save. Well, it's foolishness to the world, but it's the power of God unto salvation to those who want to believe it. Anyway, I took him through that sinner's prayer, asked God to forgive him, and then I asked the Lord to come into his life, and we invited him into the life of the young man. And he's been living a pretty chaste life. But one thing about it, when you get saved, the thing is you got to continue in the things of God. You got to read your word. And if you're a kid, you got to get that kid in the Sunday school where he can start to memorizing some scripture. Having vacation Bible school, that's a time when he can learn a whole lot of scriptures. He can learn the books of the Bible. He can learn, special portions of the Bible, like the Lord's Prayer, like the first Psalm, like the 23rd Psalm, something that can keep him all the way through his life. Because if you got knowledge of the Word of God, all you have to do is just say what the Word say and ask God to honor his Word. And I'm a living witness for these 70 years. God has been honoring his Word toward me. So anyway, I began to tell him about Jaden and how he lived out into Bloomfield Hill, and then he was out in Bloomfield. I told him about the lavish house that they own and 9 bedrooms. He had a swimming pool in the house, and he had a basketball court in his driveway, and inside the 3-car garage, his daddy owned a Bentley. He had this Cadillac Escalade and also a Range Rover that his wife drove. And then I told him about the backyard. The backyard was about the size of a football field. And it had a great big old giant thing that you jump up on, a trampoline out there in the backyard. But it was out in the backyard when I taught Jaden how to catch the football. And for those of you that don't know how to catch the football, don't let the football come in contact with your body. You catch that football with your hands. And after we trained him that way, Jaden is a fast runner, too. And Jaden was able to run 2, 3, 4 touchdowns every Saturday. And I tell you, he filled our hearts with laughter, and he caused some joy to come down upon us. So I actually penned this inside of a letter so that the judge would not be prejudiced toward my son, so he can know who Jaden really is. Then his mother signed him up for basketball. And basketball, he really have a niche for basketball. And one day I was on a missionary journey down in Georgia, and his mother called me because she's at the game. And I usually make all the games when I'm in the city. And she called me because she wanted me to know what he had done. And Jaden had scored 14 points in the first half. And then when the game was over, she called back again and said, Jaden, he wound up with 24 points. So I put all this in the letter so that the judge can begin to gauge Jaden. And the last thing I told him about Jaden was that when he got into fourth grade is where your kids need to learn the timetable. You know, my wife, she's teaching the fourth grade now. So I challenge all the kids in that particular class, as they learn their timetable, I was going to give them $5. So we was up there this past Friday. One of the kids was still there in my wife's room, and we challenged her for a timetable. And guess what? She was able to recite the full timetables all the way from 1 to 12 to me, and we gave her the $5. But I want to do that for every child that's in my wife's class, because once they learn their timetables and once they learn how to handle numbers, there's a lot of assignments that they can do out there when they do that. You know, they can become bookkeepers, they can become accountants, they can become workers in the bank, and even become the manager of the bank, and even go on up the ladder and become the vice president or the president of the bank if they could only know how to handle those numbers, so they can become a scientist. Because if you're going to be a scientist, if you're going to be an astronaut, if you're going to work for NASA, you got to know those numbers. So we was encouraging the kids that way, because it gives them a great future when they know the numbers. Because in the society that we live in, you know what matters? Math and vocabulary. Well, science too, but science too have numbers. You can't do chemistry without numbers, because each element has a number that goes with it, and you got to know how to mix those elements with those various numbers to make it come out right. So numbers are very important. So I put that inside of Jaden's letter, that the second letter. And then I told him I challenged Jaden. I pulled out a $100 bill and told Jaden, when you learn your timetable, you can have it. And so then I asked Jaden the question. I said, Jaden, when do you want me to come back to know whether or not you know your timetable? And Jaden told me, smiling, he said, tomorrow. You know, I saw how that $100 bill really motivated that kid. So anyway, what I did, I go over and I would tutor him from Monday through Thursday there in his home there in Bloomfield. And then I put that $100 in the kitchen drawer where we do our tutoring at. And I told him, when you learn it, just go ahead and just pick it up. I don't know when he learned it, but I knew he did learn it because he do know his timetables. But I know he picked up that $100 bill. So anyway, that was the second letter. In the third letter, I had to try to use a different approach. Still, I didn't want him to be prejudiced toward Jaden. And I really maybe scared him a little bit and said, now this kid is saved, and told him what the scripture says concerning somebody who believes in the Lord. And if we offend them, it's better for us to have a chain tied around our neck and we be cast into yonder sea than to offend one of these little ones who really trust and believe in the Lord. And that letter was along that type of pathway that I wrote in that particular letter. And the judge, he passed it on to the prosecuting attorney, and also the attorney got a copy of it. So that made it kind of easy when it was coming to time for him to sentence him. So this happened, and when he sentenced him, let me show you the favor that God gave him. Jaden is able to come home in the evening, come home right on the weekend. They gave him a class in culinary art to do, and if he good behavior, Jaden will be out by the time the school starts next year. God bless you. My time is gone. We love you. We'll see you.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And this is the Talk Beat Jones. This is the